Hey folks, so there are two Transcendence Dungeons, Deus Research Base and Shattered Arkanis. These dungeons are required in order to earn different Arcanas. Clearing higher difficulties will give you a chance at higher level Arcanas. Arcanas should not be ignored as they provide bonus levels to your abilities and additional gear score to strengthen your character. We'll start with the easier of the two, Deus Research Base. If you'd like to skip ahead, I'll have timestamps below. For the purpose of this video, I've decided to show runs of level 4 difficulty or higher because at this difficulty they introduce an extra mechanic that is not present at lower tiers. So Deus Research Base consists of 3 bosses, the first of which is Gelcos. This boss has a couple things to look out for, but is not really much of a threat. First thing to note is that he will mark a party member, then try to charge and jump onto that person. So if you're not marked, try not to place yourself in between them and the boss. Next, he'll periodically lash his whip around, rotate any damage reduction cooldowns as needed. There will also be a stronger variant of this mechanic where he turns the ground around him black and pulls everyone towards him while swinging his whip around. Here, you can dash out of range or use defensive cooldowns. Apart from that, just dodge damage indicators as best you can and don't stand in the electrical pools. The second boss is Nazmun. No real dangerous mechanics here as of yet, so just dodge the indicators as best you can and jump over the lasers as they come around. Now to the final boss, Atiel. This guy has a variety of things you'll need to watch out for, first being this chain. When 2 party members are linked, they will need to run from each other to break the link. There is also a chance that a party member will become chained to the platform. If so, stack on them to soak the damage. This did not happen for us this run, but it will look like this. Next, Atiel will shout, pushing you away, sending waves from the center. These waves will stun you briefly and deal damage, so dodge these waves and try to avoid being pushed off the platform. The platform will also become smaller at the end of this mechanic, so you have less room to work with. Next, all party members will become linked to the boss by a blue chain. Try to stay close to the boss during this phase as you will take damage if too far from the boss. These mechanics will repeat until the next phase where you will need to stagger the boss. At roughly 20%, the boss will jump into the middle of the platform and will become staggerable. Dodge the indicators and use your stagger abilities here in order to stop him from breaking the platform and wiping the group. And that's it for Deus Research. Now onto Shattered Arkanis. This is the more difficult of the two in my opinion, so it's important to know the mechanics. The first boss is Siliator of Deceit. There are a couple things to know here. When you see this big AoE indicator, try to avoid other players as it will cause a blade to bounce between party members. Next is the main mechanic, where 2 party members will be chased by a blade. The goal here is to have the 2 blades collide and break each other. So try to line up the red lines in a way that they will intersect, and that's pretty much it here. The second boss is Ruthilis of Pain. This boss will section off the zone 1/4 at a time in a clockwise rotation. Early into the fight, the boss will mark a circle around itself, be inside the circle to avoid taking damage. Afterwards, there will be repeating lightning strikes. Dodge these circles. If party members are hit by these, they will then send an electrical wave out that the rest of the party will need to jump over. These mechanics don't deal a lot of damage on their own, but if hit by too many, it can add up quickly, so avoid what you can. Avoid the rest of the indicators and on to the last boss. The last boss is Talisra of the Void. It's best to decide who is getting what color before you start the fight. You'll need 2 members to grab white orbs and 2 members to grab black or purple orbs. The boss will periodically send out waves, blue waves that deal damage, and pink waves that stun and deal damage. Next, 4 spears will appear. Find and destroy the white spear quickly. If targeted with this circle, you will need to kite it. Here is where you need to grab the orbs for the color you chose earlier. Circle the boss, grabbing as many orbs as you can, then position yourself closely to your teammates but not overlapping circles. You'll need to pay attention closely to the boss's weapon. You will see flashing colors to indicate the order you need to follow for this phase. You can see it was white, then black. So to be safe, we stay in the white bubble for the first blast, then the black bubble for the second blast. Next, 1 party member will be trapped and 3 spears will appear. Move and make the spear hit the trapped party member to break them free. Attack the white spear again. Then you'll need to get orbs again, but this time there will be a pink wave to jump over. It's important to jump over it so to avoid being stunned. Then position yourself closely again with your teammates and watch for the order. This time there will be 3. And now you've seen everything, so repeat the mechanics as needed to finish the boss. Hopefully this guide helps. Be sure to subscribe for more guides and gaming content, and I'll see you next time.